Bottles of water. Times 2. We have a chair. Welcome to Foolproof Friday. I'm Gavin, and I'll be with you for a little while, introducing you to some exercises which will help you become maybe a little bit stronger, a little bit more balanced, and it's all from the comfort of your chair. And as I say to people, I'm not your doctor, I'm not your physiotherapist or your medical professional. So at any stage, if you feel that there's pain or that you're short of breath or any symptoms that you don't feel comfortable with, please stop and get the right medical advice and support. What I'm here to do is help you build movement, some flexibility, and a little bit of strength, which should hopefully help you get out of your chair more easily, help you from tripping up as you're walking along, and getting you more active, because as we age, there's a thing called sarcopenia, which is when your muscles get weaker if they're not exercised. It's something that you can reverse, but if you do no exercise at all, you lose that muscle mass. And evidence also shows that you lose bone density if you don't do certain workouts as well. So cardio and resistance training, even at a very low intensity, can be beneficial. And I'm hoping just to give you a little bit of support in this session. So as I said, welcome to today's event. It's I call it a 15-minute seated workout for seniors. As I say, it will be longer because I'm going to walk you through the things that we're doing. But I'm going to start off right now by telling you, if you don't have a chair, you can use the edge of your sofa or a low stool. As long as you've got some ability to move without banging your elbows, that's absolutely fine. Okay? This isn't intense, it's gentle and it's simple. And if it's your first time doing this, that's absolutely fine. If you're a seasoned veteran of exercises, you may find it easy, but you may also find it enjoyable too. And at Chasing Care, we're all about trying to help seniors maintain their fitness, but also get the right care and support. And I should say to you that hopefully within a month, we do have our first book. I'm really excited by that, Caring Smart, which walks you through every single stage from the minute of realizing that you might need a bit of support, or your family recognize that you might need support, all the way through the legal, professional, talking to local authorities, looking at private care, looking at all those financial challenges that you might have, care needs assessment. So the book will walk you through all of that. It's only about 80 pages long, about 18 chapters, but I don't think there's anything out there that brings it all together as a journey. So look out for that. I'll remind you again later probably. So that's going to be called Caring Smart. Also, if you like what I'm doing, I don't have corporate sponsors, but I do have a Buy Me a Coffee. And if you look up Friends of Chasing Care, and if you feel that you want to become a subscriber, that'd be absolutely amazing, because every single contribution goes straight back into what I'm doing today. It helps me buy the equipment that I need. It helps me buy information that would be helpful for you from third parties, etc., etc. So buy me a coffee. That would be awesome. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these workouts with your friends. And there's loads of more on YouTube. So let's get started. It's a warm-up first, about 3 minutes. We're going to start with some gentle seated marches. Now, those people that have been with me before understand how to do this. So shuffle yourself to the front of the chair. feet's nice and planted on the floor, and we're just going to start marching. So if you want to join in now, that would be absolutely amazing. Some of you might feel that you need to support yourself while you're doing that, and that's absolutely fine. Others might find that you want to move your arms in that marching sense. And if you can only lift your feet up a little bit off the floor, that's absolutely fine. If you can just lift your heels off the floor and march, that's fine too. So here we go. We're going to do about 3 minutes of a warm-up because it's really important. And the warm-up will help with that circulation. In fact, the whole session today will help you with your circulation. Gets the blood up to the brain. And there are new reports coming out all the time that recommend cardio and resistance training to help try and prevent Alzheimer's and dementia. So sit comfortably in that chair, keep breathing, and let's keep moving. Okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's brilliant. Well done. So that's the first warm up. Now we're going to do some shoulder rolls. Very straightforward. Relax your shoulders. We're going to lift them up and roll them back and drop them down. I'll show you that from the side. It's just simple. Reach them up and down. And then we're going to roll them forward. So the opposite. Lift them up, roll them forward and down. Important thing for me, and let's do this now while I'm talking. As you can see, I'm by myself. I'm trying to do the camera, trying to do the exercise, trying to remember things I want to tell you today. If you roll your shoulders up, round and down, and then forward the other way, that would be amazing. But what I was going to say is, keep your posture good. Don't roll forward like this. If you can, let's get those shoulders back. Let's get that belly held in too, yeah? Holding in that core. That's brilliant. Okay, we'll do just a few more of those. One of the big things that we find when people are doing exercises is that they do tense up like this with the neck. So this is really helpful to help relax those muscles right early on. Okay, get that separation from ear to shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many of you got clicking? I do this all the time and I still get that clicking, and that's absolutely fine. You don't need to worry about that. Well done. Next, we're going to do some ankle circles. Ankle circles. The reason why I like to do ankle circles is, and I like to suggest to you as well, that you do ankle circles or heel raises and toe raises before you get out of bed in the morning. So you get a bit of circulation going. You can lift your foot up and do circle, like so. Do you see what I'm doing? You can put your foot on the floor and do circles. Yeah. Or if you're really clever, you can stand up and do circles like this. It's up to you. Okay? But as this is a seated workout, I'm going to lift mine up off the floor. If you're really clever, you can spell out your name. G-A-V-I-N. Let's change feet. Ankle circles again. If you can only put your ankle on the floor like so, the heel on the floor, just do so. If you need to hold onto the chair, hold onto the chair. But please, always try and keep a nice posture, relaxed shoulders, and core held in. Well done. 3, 2, 1. There we go. And the next piece, feet nice and planted on the floor again, relaxing, and we're just going to take some deep breaths in. So if you take your hands from down here and lift them up as high as you wish. If you only want to go to here, that's fine. If you can only go to there, that's fine too. But we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Are you ready? Here we go. And out. Breathe in and out. A bit higher maybe. And out. One more. Breathe in Hold it. Breathe out. Well done. And shake it off. Now, if you've got any sense, you would have brought yourself some water. Keeping hydrated while you're exercising is essential. So there we go. That's our warm-up completed. Now we're going to move on to, let's call it the main session. That sounds ominous, doesn't it? But genuinely, it's not. It's simple exercises, a gentle workout to help with your flexibility and movement, which may help with strength. Now, you might have noticed that I brought in 2 tins. The reason I brought in 2 tins, and by the way, one's beans and one's jackfruit, is because they're in the cupboard and they never get eaten. And I was just wondering if anybody wanted them. No, that's not true. I brought them in. If you haven't got weights, like these are just 3 kilogram weights, dumbbells. Go to your cupboard, get your tins out. If you haven't got any tins, which you have, 2 bottles of water. Keep the plastic bottles, fill them up with water, and you've got them as water and weights at the same time. It might be a race, mightn't it? You're going to drink the water before you use them. I suppose if you find it too heavy, you can drink some of the water. Make it lighter, won't it? Anyway, main session, about 10 minutes. We're going to do an alternate gentle strength move with a low impact second cardio piece to follow. Okay, so it's going to be in the chair. And if you want to, at any point, use a resistance band in part of what I'm going to tell you to do, you can do that as well. You can use the bottles. You can use resistance band. They're quite cheap, buy them on Amazon. And I'll tell you when you need one. So resistance bands, water, tins, whatever. You do you. Nobody's watching. So the first one, round 1, is about strength. Now, one of the biggest challenges people have after sitting down all day is actually getting out of the chair. So we're going to do sit to stands. Now, it may be that you can't actually sit from stand. I'll show you what I mean. Sit to stand, ideally, like so, and down. You might not be able to do that yet. What about pushing with your hands at the same time to help you come up? Yeah, sit to stand. Or it might be that you can't go that far at all, and you might only just be able to push off, using your heels to push off. So why don't you try that as well? So here we go, round 1, which is the strength side. We're going to start very, very basic. And this is such a powerful move. Standing up and sitting down with control. Hold your core in, good posture, better stability. So if you can do that, here we go, let's go. Push and up. And if you can go down slower than you go up, that would be amazing. So push up and then slowly go down. If you can't go all the way up, push up and then down. Push up and all the way down. Push up and then down. If you need to use your hands to help you push and straighten the legs. And push through from the heels. I find there is one extra thing. This is a free thing. I'm going to give it to you right now. Absolutely free. You want to know what it is? No, I'll tell you. Smile while you're doing it. Okay. We'll do 2 more. There's 1. And slow down. And 2. And slow down. Brilliant. Okay. Take a quick drink if you've got one. And we're going to just do the cardio. We're just going to continue with some seated march. So let's get that heart rate going up. A gentle seated march. Lift those knees one at a time as we did earlier, in small steps, because this is going to help your circulation and the brain. We're only going to do 30 seconds or so. If you want to swing your arms again, feel swing, swing, swing. If you want to count it out, that's up to you. Just count. Okay. You might notice that I don't actually have a clock or a digital timer. That's because whilst this is important, flexibility, movement gives you strength, it's not a life-changing thing that we're doing here in terms of building those massive muscles like a Jeff Capes or WWE wrestler. That's not what we're doing. Okay, 3, 2, 1. It's just about movement. It's about enjoyment. It's about feeling some improvement in where you were 5 minutes ago. So there we go. That was a bit of strength, lifting yourself out of the chair, building around your glutes and also around your thighs. Okay. And then we just do a bit of cardio there, marching. So that was strength followed by cardio. Remember, all of these things that we're doing, you don't need to wait till every Friday to do them again. If you're sitting there watching TV, maybe you're watching your favorite football club and it's becoming a bit, get rid of the stress, do some marching or do some ankle rolls. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is going to be a seated leg lift. We're going to do one leg at a time. I'm going to start with my right leg and we're just going to lift that leg out in front. We're going to hold it for a second and then lower it. Okay? We're going to lift it up and hold it and then lower it. Holding your core in, holding your posture and lower it. Okay? Edge of the chair, yeah? Up, holding the core and lower it. If you can hold it for 2 seconds, hold it for 2 seconds and lower it. Do 2 more this side and lower it. If you can only lift it a little bit, you're doing well. You just do you and down. One more, up and down. Onto the other leg. Same thing again. You ready? Lift, 2, 3, down. Lift, 2, 3, down. By the way, I'm always interested in your thoughts. First of all, where are you from? Maybe put it in the comments below. Or if you've got something that you're interested in to find out more about, lifting, holding, fine. Put it in the comments. We're a community. If I don't have the answer, I'll find somebody that's got the answer for you. And down. In future episodes, I hope to have qualified physiotherapists coming on board. So if there's got any questions about physio or something, one more time, up and down. Let's do one more. Up and down. Okay. Did you feel that in the quads? Quads help you with balance. Good strong quads help with balance. Okay. Now onto the cardio element of this second element. We're going to do seated toe taps. Very simple. We're just going to reach out and tap with a toe. We're going to do that alternate. Are you ready? So we're going to lift. Where do we go? Over here. So you're going to be lifting up your leg, tapping the toe out and bringing your leg back. Tapping and bringing the toe back. Okay? Nice posture. Relax those shoulders. I did tell you, didn't I? Most people start doing the tension in the shoulders bit. No, relax them. So are you ready? Toe tap, back. Toe tap, back. Toe tap, back. Toe tap, back. Well done. These small movements are small, but they keep that blood flow moving. And this will help with building your ankle strength. I don't think people appreciate how many muscles there are in the body. I was talking to somebody the other day that knows more about life than me, and he was telling me about all the muscles that we have here. About 4 or 5 of them. Little tiny things, which all help with posture. If you lose the ability to put those into tension, then you end up like this all the time. So it's the same with the ankles here. If you lose that flexibility and lose that strength, when you stand on that little rock or that twig or something rather, and it just throws you off, all of a sudden, boom, you're down on the floor. And the last thing you want to do is fall over. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's part 2 done. We've done the quads, and you felt it in the ankles there too. Yeah. Maybe make a comment below as to how you're feeling right now. That's 2 elements. We're going to go for round 3 next. Round 3 is chair supported, seated, side leg raises. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it? It's not as bad as it sounds. What we want to do is help with the hip flexors, help build that strength around the hip flexors and the hip muscles, again, to help with that stability and mobility. I have quite tight hips, always have done. I find it very difficult to touch my toes, but I'll keep at it. So here we go. What are we going to do? We're going to lift the leg up, we're going to move it out, and we're going to put it down. You got that? And back. And then lift the leg up and put it down. Up and down. Trying to keep the body a little bit straight, yeah? You see that my technique is not absolutely perfect, but lift it up, rotate it open, and put it down. It's because I get very tight hips. I'm not young, you see. If you need to hold on to the chair, by the way, for a bit of support, that's absolutely fine too. Nobody's watching you. Well, I don't think anybody is. There. Lift and open and down. Lift and down. Try and do it in a controlled manner. Yeah? You want to do it to a point where you're feeling a little bit tired. And by the way, if this is too much for you, just stop and think of something else that you might be able to do to replace what we're doing right now. Okay? Do about 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. So that was your strength element. It might not have felt like strength, but you're building those muscles around your hips. And that will help with that mobility and stability. So now we've got the cardio element. And what I'd like you to do is simply lift your knees to your chest. Okay? Now I appreciate, in terms of ability, some people might only be able to get to here. Absolutely fine. Try not to roll your body all the way over to the knee. What we're trying to do is lift the knee towards the chest rather than the chest down, because that's what I call a hip fold. Okay, so if you need to hold on to your chair, that's fine, but you might want to hold on to your knee, sitting up as straight as you can. Are you ready? Let's give this a go. We just lift it up and we'll hold it, and then we'll put it down. We'll go to the other leg. We'll lift it up and hold it and put it down. We'll do that a few more times. And you feel it in the glutes, feel it around your hip flexors. All great for your mobility and stability. Up and down. Try and keep your head up, shoulders back and down. Core held, nice and tight. This is one I like doing when I'm lying in bed, first thing in the morning. Imagine lying down on your bed, bringing your knees up, feet on the bed still, and then just rolling your knee up to your chest while you're in bed. and then repeating it on the other side. Okay. You feel there's a rotation here in the hips. It is absolutely essential if you want to maintain a stride. A lot of people, as they get older, start to shuffle because they lose that ability to stride and pace. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, it's brilliant. Let's have another little drink, please. If you didn't bring any water next time, make sure you do. Nothing better than water. Next, we're going to do some resistance band or dead weight lifts. So this is the time, if you want to grab your tins, we're going to go and do an overhead press like so. Nice and straight. Nice and straight. And we're going to be lifting straight. Not out here, from here, and straight up. Now, again, I appreciate that not everybody can do that because your rotator cuff isn't working correctly. And again, you need to see your physiotherapist about that and get that working. But hopefully this will help too. So you can use your tins of beans or your jackfruit or your bottles of water. You can do one arm at a time, preferably both, or you can take a band, secure it under your thighs or under your butt while you're sitting on the seat, okay? And the overhead press will be like so. Now, as you can see, I'm quite wide there. If I did it closer in, there's less tension in the band. So you might find it easier. So it's up, up. Okay, let's do that for a while. Try and keep your arms going directly up into the sky rather than out the front. But if you can only do a little bit of this, that's fine too. Okay. But make sure that you're sitting tall. Yeah. So we're targeting the shoulders, arms, upper body. And this is the last strength workout that we're going to do. After that, we're just going to go into the cool down. So that's what the band seated overhead press looks like. Tins of beans, jackfruit, it would look like that. If you can go slow up and slow down, that's fine. If you want to go up a little bit quicker and then down slower in a controlled manner, that's fine too. And you might just want to do it to the point where you say, I cannot do any more, so we will stop. Well done. There you go. You've just done about 10 minutes of gentle seated strength and cardio. But we do need to do one more thing before we finish. And that's the cool down. I nearly said we don't want to do it. We need to cool down. So we're going to do some gentle neck stretches and some forward rolls and some wrist circles. So let's start off with the neck stretches. Now, again, this is all down to your own ability, but try and keep your shoulders relaxed and just gently move your head towards one shoulder, dropping the ear towards it, and then back to the middle, and then to the other side. Now, if you're feeling a little bit ambitious, some of you might feel, oh, that's a bit easy, but you'll feel the stretch. You can just roll yourself down and then roll yourself around. Okay, it's up to you. Just a few seconds more of this. But please make sure you keep your posture. Are you tired of me saying that yet? Maintain your posture and relax those shoulders back and down. Okay? Boom. Next, we're going to do some forward rolls. This is all going to release the tension that you've been building up while you're doing the strength workouts. This will help do the opposite and help relax and get the body back into balance again. So from the hips, keeping chest up, we're going to do a forward fold like so. Now you might only be able to go so far, and that's fine. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, and if that's as far as you can go, that's as far as you can go. But take a breath in, and as you blow out from the mouth, relax your body a bit further. Do you feel that? Let me show you that from the side. From the hip, not from the shoulders. So, are you ready? With a fold. And then you get to a certain point, you breathe in and breathe out and let it go. Brilliant. Did you feel that? Nice, isn't it? It's one of my favorites, this is. I like doing it with my eyes shut. So we'll go again, one more time. And if you want, you can do this. Arms up and then down. Breathe in a little bit and breathe out. Keeping that chest forward rather than the shoulders rolling over. And you'll feel a lovely stretch there. And if you really, really, really want to, take another small breath in and breathe out again. Well done. How many of you actually were touching your knees? How many were touching your ankles? And how many actually managed to touch the floor? That was your seated forward roll. Get your hands out. Get your hands out. Let's start doing some wrist circles. Having strength in your hands is essential. It helps you pick up things. It helps if you stumble and start to fall, you've got some strength. Wrists are particularly important. Ankles, wrists, very important. Just go back the other way. There we go. How does that feel? Oops. Somebody sent me a message. I can't respond because I'm doing my wrist rolls. Brilliant. Okay. Now, the last piece is some more deep breaths. I just want you to relax the shoulders, breathe in, lifting your chest through the nose, and then breathing out through the mouth. Breathe in, lifting the chest, opening yourself up, and breathe out. Breathe in again, open yourself up, breathe out. One more, breathe in. Chest open and out, smile in your face, breathe out. Well done. That was a great session. 15 minutes, extended to show you how to do these things, but you can fast forward these back, follow it again. It will be uploaded onto YouTube within the next couple of days. But you just completed a gentle but very effective workout, which will help you with your balance. And it will build strength and help maintain your independence. Okay. Now, I did say that before the program, as it went up, that we were going to talk about the why behind what we're doing. And because I'm not a doctor, I'm going to make sure that I say the right things here with regard to reduced Alzheimer's, because there are studies which are saying with resistance training, it helps preserve lean muscle mass, which I mentioned at the beginning, sarcopenia, that we lose about 8% of muscle mass every decade from the age of about 50 onwards. We don't want to lose that muscle mass, because without that muscle mass, you won't have the strength to get up and down. But listen to this, one of the most important things, I think, is that it boosts insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and reduces body stress. And these are all key factors that cause Alzheimer's. Exercising using that resistance training with the bands and so forth may increase brain-derived neurotrophic factors, which is a protein that supports brain cell health and growth. So there's clear evidence that maybe, and I'm saying again, I'm not a doctor, maybe resistance training, strength training can help. Certainly, again, with aerobic exercise, it for sure increases blood flow to the brain. It enhances that oxygen delivery and the waste removal. And the hippocampus, which is essential for memory, is helped by doing that. And also, and I know this is true, but then again, it's not the only thing. Anything that I'm saying to you now is not the only thing, because there's many other things that can help. It improves sleep. Exercising improves sleep, but not necessarily, in my opinion, if you drink a lot of alcohol or smoke at the same time. So I don't smoke and I don't drink, and my sleep is amazing. I'm just saying. But take this on board. What you've just done today, a bit of cardio and a bit of strength work, it says through research that it could reduce Alzheimer's by between 30 and 40 and 50%. It's all if, buts and mazes, isn't it? But the research also says that it's never too late to start. In your 60s, 70s and 80s, it has been shown that resistance training can help. So why wouldn't you want to join me every Friday at Chasing Care to do a 15-minute workout? We're back again next Friday, 5:30, same time, same place, without a camera crew, without a corporate backing. So if you like what we've done today and would like to find out more, please jump onto the Chasing Care channel on YouTube, where we've got loads of stuff. And it's not just about 15-minute exercises. As I said to you before, we've got a book coming out, Caring Smart, but we've got lots of free stuff on the Chasing Care YouTube channel, where we've interviewed. We interviewed the head of home care, the chief executive of home care. We've interviewed finance experts that deal with equity release. We've spoken to people that run live-in care businesses, care homes. There's just so much information there. So please check out Chasing Care on YouTube. And if you like what you see, please subscribe. It really is helpful for us for the algorithms on YouTube. More people that watch us, the better we can spread the word out to people about the health benefits of exercise and also support them in their later life living challenges. And if you further want to support me at the work I do, which would be nice, check out Buy Me a Coffee, Friends of Chasing Care. There's a number of subscriptions level where you'll get some behind the scenes stuff, additional handouts, etc., etc. And it helps me create these workouts. Oh, and one last place that you could check it out. If you like getting like daily emails to read, then we have a Substack. It's called Chasing Care Conversations on Substack, healthandsocial.co.uk, I think, or health and social something or other. Check it out on Substack. But until the next time, it's been amazing. Thanks for your time. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's move stronger together. See you next week.